What's the word, ladies and gentlemen? This is Andrew, and today I have some exciting news for you guys and Dirty Bomb. Sort of, maybe. So the new fine-tuning patch went live today, and there has been some outrage, and I know you guys are wondering what my thoughts are on all this, but let's just start from the very top, shall we? So first off, we have a new feature, a new shiny feature. Well, it's not that shiny. So they finally introduced a solution, quote unquote, for trading down, or rather getting rid of cobalt, useless cobalt. However, this solution doesn't make much sense outside of cobalt. Here are the numbers. I'll post them on the screen for you guys. Essentially, you trade 3 cards of the same rarity, pay a credit fee, and then come out with a random card of that same rarity limited to the merc you pick. So for example, if I wanted a new phantom card, I would trade in 3 random cobalts, and I'll maybe get the cobalt phantom that I want, and I'll be 24,000 credits poorer. Now, first off, can I just say this almost doesn't make sense for bronze or silver tiers. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Bronze, it's 3 bronzes and 1,400 credits for a random bronze card of your choice. That's the trade-in option. Now, if you just want to do a trade-up, you put in 4 bronzes and dish down 2,000 credits for a random silver card of your choice. Now, the first option, you're literally decreasing your loadout cards for a gamble. I mean, if there's like a such thing as a loadout card net worth, yeah, that's going down for a gamble. At least with trade up, even if the card is terrible and trash, you'll end up with a silver or the next tier up in rarity. You know, at least a silver is that much closer for a gold trade up. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would much rather do the trade up rather than the trade in. You know, the same deal you can say with these silvers. You know, it will cost you 3 silvers and 3,200 credits for a random silver for a trade-in. Now compare that to 4 silvers and 4,000 credits for a nice shiny gold. Again, you know, it's a no-brainer for me. You know, I would much rather do the trade up, because at least I would have value left over to be used in the next trade up tier. The tricky part is, though, once you get to the cobalt level, you know, it's going to cost you 3 cobalts plus 24,000 credits for a random cobalt. You know, granted, you can pick the merc you want, but what if you get a duplicate, you know, or what if it's another trash cobalt? Cobalts are extremely expensive already. You know, honestly, the community seems to be in utter outrage at the moment. My opinion of it is kind of you know, I would have preferred to see something like 2 cobalts, trade in 10,000 credits, and then maybe get rid of bronze and silver trade-ins, because that doesn't even make sense. I know a lot of people are hating it, so hopefully we'll see things change, but I feel like if it does change, it won't be for a while. And yeah, just take a look at this next bit, right? You have secondary objectives. They removed that finally, but it took a while. It took a little bit for them to finally, you know, implement this change. But good change though, thank you, no more secondary objectives. Alrighty, so now for the more juicy bits here, let's take a look. Balancing changes. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm just going to go through the ones most interesting to me. Red Eye, great, he got a little buff for his smoke. So there's no more damage threshold. It's more, you know, you require more than 1 explosion to get rid of no matter what. It sounds great in theory, but I don't think there's enough to, this is enough to make Red Eye stronger overall. You know, explosion spam is pretty common, and mercs will usually spam their explosive to get rid of a smoke. The Holland's A80 change, no comment, though it seems like the rate of fire buff almost is like a joke. I mean, it's like 4 rounds more. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that much of a difference. Drace AR, nice change. I appreciate them reducing the horizontal recoil. Now, the Blishlock SMG has an interesting buff. They increased the range from 18 to 19, and the reload time was decreased from 1.9 to 1.8. Now, it looks like they're trying to make it so the Blishlock is the longer range option for the SMG. And the reload time is also welcome because you can't actually cancel the reload with the Blishlock. I don't know. It seems like a good change, but it seems so small. I can't imagine it's going to be anything groundbreaking. Honestly, if they're going to, keep the Blishlock as the lowest DPS of all the SMGs, has 120 DPS when compared to the Kex 128 and the Crossneeds 130, I think they should at least make it like the M4A1, a lot more accurate but less damage. I think that would be a good compromise, but who knows, maybe in the next patch. Now the big one is Fletcher. The recent change gives him a delay between the click and the detonation. By default, it's now half a second. Used to be apparently 0.366 seconds, and I honestly thought there was no detonation time at all. I don't know, they're saying with lock-on, it'll bring the detonation time down to 0.35 seconds. I don't know, I guess lock-on is now viable on Fletcher, yay! I decided to log on and try this out, try out the 0.5 second delay Fletcher, and honestly, I want to say I thought I would hate this change, but it's actually not that bad, and before you guys call me a heretic and try to burn me at the stake, let me explain why. This change actually encourages better Fletcher play. You have to land your stickies directly on targets more often. You can't just spam them too much. You can't just, miss an aura, explode it anyways, and still kill her because she's got low HP. You kind of have to, be a lot more careful. Now, this doesn't seem to matter too much if you're going for those long distance throws because the stickies themselves have a decently long travel time. So all this change really does is make it a lot harder to kill someone at CQC unless you have good aim with your stickies. It also gives those squishy mercs a bit more of a chance to dodge the bomb in CQC overall. I think this is a decent change to Fletcher. It's sort of like a mini nerf, but it raised the skill cap a little higher, which is fine by me. Anyways, guys, I'll go ahead and link the full patch notes in the description for your viewing pleasure. These are my thoughts for now on the patch. Who knows, maybe they'll change later down the line. But I actually, before I forget, I actually have a nice little surprise for you guys everyone who stayed to the end of this video. So I was on Reddit and I noticed someone posted some leaked images of future loadout cards and a possible clue as far as who the next merc is. I'll go ahead and show you guys here on the screen just a couple of the images now, and I'll also link you guys the images in the description. Be sure to check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of the changes in the comments. Do you hate the new changes to Fletcher? Do you like the new trade-in system? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And with all that said, I think that's just about it for today, so I'll see you in the next episode.